Bullet Farm, Playground Game Devs, they're all opening up AAA studios. We are dealing with a AAA problem. I'm just wondering, does some of the blame go to these game devs for always wanting to go AAA? The budgets of AAA games are ballooning to the point where it's becoming unsustainable. Basically, the budgets of the AAA games have risen so much that the profit margins just go down. Like a game like Spider-Man, Sony's profit margins wasn't that great for the game because what they had to put in was 200-something million. And what they're going to most likely get is going to shrink because what they had to put in was so much. id Software, Naughty Dog, these industry veterans have come together to make a AAA studio where their game is going to be powered by Unreal Engine and it's going to be in sci-fi. This one I'm more excited about. I thought this dude killed it with the Star Wars games. I want to know what they're going to be able to create. Again, pretty much the same thing. I'm just wondering now, does some of the blame go to these game devs for always wanting to go AAA? Now, I'm not one of those people. If the money is in AAA, I ain't trying to prevent these developers from getting their money. Hell no. Hell no. They work too goddamn hard, especially for me, who doesn't know shit about game development, to tell them, hey, this is on you, this AAA problem. But doesn't this perpetuate the problem? Like, how is this going to fix the AAA problem unless the only thing I could see is because these guys have skin in the game. They've seen so many catastrophes. Like Stig was part of the Santa Monica project that failed. Maybe they're coming in with insight where it's like, yo, we don't need this shit. We don't need this shit. We know how to keep the budget in control. Then I'm gonna be like, hey, what I just said, I'm completely wrong. I completely take back. Like, are these games gonna be? I think a decent AAA game, but that's still pretty expensive. I would say $100 million. I would say $100 million is what you would want to stay around for a AAA game now, because again, the profit margins are going to go down. I don't know, but that's the gist of the problem. I just feel like this is a question that needs to be had. This is something that needs to be looked into because they're like these executives, Sean Layden, the PlayStation executive, they're all hinting at it. Sean Layden is the most direct out of all of them because he's not a CEO of a company that big. He's not he is a CEO of, I forget what he's doing, but it's still more adjacent, so he could be more loose with his tongue. But a lot of these CEOs hint at this. The WB Game CEO, they're saying it, but they're saying it in a different way. This is something that needs to be said. I think this is something that needs to be looked at, that these game devs, these industry veterans, as soon as they make a new studio, they make a AAA studio. They make a AAA game. That's their first game. They don't go small. They go for the whole goddamn thing. They're eating the whole pie. And I'm just thinking, how is this going to help? How is this going to help? But we'll see. Like I said, I'm not trying to mess up anybody's paper. If there's money, if the big money is in AAA, and this is the only way to go, then, hey, I'm not going to stop you at it. I don't give a shit. Hey, get your money. And also, these guys have been doing AAA games for a long time. Maybe that's all they know. Maybe that's all they know, which is completely fine. But, again, how is this going to help the industry if AAA has been kind of hurting the industry?